What is going on, world? This is our Lou. Ellen Burstyn. I believe that's how you say her name. The directors and the writer was able to bring her back to doing the sequel to the original Exorcist movie that came out back in 1973. And here it is 50 years later, 2023, October the 13th, which is going to be on a Friday, which I believe that they timed it perfectly for them to come out with this sequel to this masterpiece. I believe I talked about this before, but I bring it up again. I remember watching the original of the movie Exorcist. My brother and I, we were very young. We were talking about between 8 and 9 years old, while my parents was out there working, and we had a babysitter. But of course, babysitters going on doing their thing. They may be talking on the little rotary phones back then. We talk about late 1980s. We talk about like 88, 89. I remember grabbing one of the VHS tapes, put it in the VCR. We're like, okay, what is this? What is this? You know, just popped it in there, and then next thing you know, the Exorcist movie popped up, and we was like, what in the world is this? I done saw like a recent short clip of a short on YouTube of this guy, which he's older than me, and he was talking about how the Exorcist should have been illegal. And I like to say that it's definitely a masterpiece. They actually say that this actually happened in real life, but it was a boy, which occurred in London when they shot the original movie of Exorcist. They shot it, which I believe it was near Washington, D.C., up in that area, because a lot of houses in Washington, D.C. look similar to the houses which the boy lived that was possessed in London. The houses were similar. But to save money, I believe that's why they shot in Washington, D.C. over here in the States. Now, when it comes to stuff like this, I heard like various, now I'm going off topic right now, and we kind of tap into something else. There was a guy recently that was telling me how his mother, I believe it was his mom or his aunt, anyway, she wanted to get into becoming an Easter Star, which some of y'all might know what Easter Star is. That is like the sisterhood of being a Mason. So his aunt was interested in this field, which becoming an Easter Star. And for what he told me, and I guess the information was passed down to him, was that back in the time when his aunt wanted to become the Easter Star, they put her in a closet. And when they put her in the closet, I don't know what the whole closet thing was about, but this is what he told me. When they put her in the closet, they asked her, okay, you gotta ride on this thing. You gotta get and ride on this thing like when you get on a horse. But this is what he told me. He said that when his aunt got on this, whatever it was, his aunt said she didn't know, and what it did was that they blindfolded her, so she couldn't see what she was getting on. And when she got on this horse, it wasn't even a horse. When she got on whatever it was, she said it wasn't a human. She said it wasn't a horse. She didn't know what that thing was. So stuff like that. People playing Luigi boards. You got some people that tap into playing Luigi boards, and in the movie Exorcist, they showed the girl in the original movie. She was playing with the Ouija board, and And what happens, and I never played the Ouija board. I got some family members that played it, but what it is that when you play the Ouija board, that little chip that's on that board, I guess once you into it and you follow all the directions and the rules, that chip would just move by itself. And people can't explain that. So now you tapping into energy and stuff like that, which is a dimension right outside of this third dimension that we're living in. Like our bodies, we're third dimension. So you talk about like the fourth dimension, I guess, things that you can't see. I would never tap into the Ouija board because I do not want to bring that type of energy. You don't know what energy that you bringing in. And but anyway, that was my little soapbox outside of talking about Essence the Believer. But this movie comes out October the 13th, which will be Friday the 13th, which is perfect timing. And they done brought Ellen Burstyn back 50 years later. So I believe that this sequel is going to be a good one. So I just want to kind of talk about that. And hey, y'all check this movie out. And some of y'all know about this stuff. I think it's gonna be hopefully they don't mess this sequel up because the original was a classic. Alright y'all, this is Awalu, and I catch y'all next one. Peace.